owing on it, that will be your security or collateral that I will hold in order to do business with you. You break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us live, viewers, on our program tonight. So what you could do, call your friends, call your family, let them know that Saeed is going live on Synergy Network. He is here tonight live to do our live show. Now, I do apologize for not being here for the last couple of days. I was under the weather. I was also in Guyana making some preparations for business in Guyana. We have land across in Guyana. We have company registered in Guyana. So Real Talk group of company is doing business in Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago. I just want to let you know that. So if you're a businessman and you want to have business in Guyana, you want to get a registration in Guyana, contact me and we can do business. So if you want Real Talk going live on Synergy Network from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm going to give you that few minutes. You need to call them and tell them, hey, friends, family side is going live. Also remember, on our Facebook page, we are also going live on our Facebook page, viewers. Type in Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like, share, and you will have us when we go live. Even on YouTube. On YouTube, viewers, subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. So remember, Real Talk is offering you 4% viewers on fixed deposits. You're only getting that at Real Talk. Now, I am under a little voice control tonight. My voice is pretty messed up. I can't do anything about it, but I can't miss my show. You know, I love being on air. I love coming here every night to entertain you with what? Topics and issues that is hampering us right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So remember, viewers, we are live tonight and for the rest of this week. So 238-6716 is our phone line to call in, viewers. Feel free to do so. So just an update from the Nikwan situation that is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. Nikwan founder and chief visionary officer Ansel Gill has written to bankers, note holders, and financiers saying that if the gas to liquid plant does not get urgent funding, it will be forced to cease operation and send home all employees. Employees stated that they have been furloughed until November and have been not paid their August and September salary and are concerned whether they will be paid for October. They also expressed concerns that their national insurance payment and pay-as-you-earn, that's PAYE, are not paid up to date by the company but were deducted from their salary. So Nikwan is deducting NIS and PAYE. Nikwan is deducting that. But according to workers, apparently like Nikwan didn't pay it. Workers are complaining that their NIS and PAYE is being deducted. So here it is. Their national insurance NIS and the PAYE, pay as you earn, are not paid up to date by the company but were deducted from their salary. So where did that money go? Where did that money go if their NIS is not up to date and the company deducted? Where did the money go? In a letter dated September 21st, 2023, Gill wrote that the company was compelled to give notice that absent funding of the budgeted amount, and sadly Nikwan will within the coming weeks be forced to cease all operation and send home all employees. Gill explained that the plant was now in silence mood and funding were needed for certain and necessary critical payments which must be made now, including monthly insurance premium to avoid cancellation of the OCIP, insurance and physical security for the plant. So, is the government going to bail out Nikwan? Like they bailed out Caribbean Airlines, or CAL, as we should say? Is the government going to step in and assist Nikwan? How will we know when that happens? How will we know if they are going to do it? We are not hearing anything from Stuart Young. Stuart Young apparently is saying nothing about Nikwan. Presently, nothing. Hey, is everyone in Trinidad okay with the rates that the electricity company is going to put down to you? Are you okay with it? Are you okay with it? All customers of the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission, TNTEC, may be faced with increase to their electricity bill come next year. The Regulated Industry Commission, RIC, has proposed that all rates for residential, commercial, and industrial users of electricity. Now, residential customers will increase from 15 to 64%. Commercial customers will increase from 37 to 51%. And industrial customers will increase from 58% to 72%. For E-class industrial customers will range from 119% to 126%. Are you ready to pay that? Let's say something now. So I'll tell you this. Because of the fact that the government offices in Trinidad and Tobago owes TNTEC millions of dollars and refuse to pay TNTEC, because I believe the Agriculture Department is scraping up money now. Imagine that, eh? Agriculture Department scraping up money to pay TNTEC. And all the finance minister have to do is approve payment from the government sector to TNTEC. But is Colin Imbud going to do that? I don't think so. You know why? They could find something reasonable to do with that money. That millions that they're going to pay out, instead of giving TNTEC that for the electricity that they use, they're going to find something else to do with that money. And you know what's going to happen? Us, the citizens, will have to pay that money. In addition, all customers will now receive a monthly electricity bill, as opposed to the one every 2 months. This is the first rate increase in electricity in 17 years. This is according to RIC. RIC Chairman Don Calendar stated that TNTEC annual revenue will now move up from 3.2 billion to 4.8 billion, which will allow the company to manage its $5 billion debit to the National Gas Company. She explained the rate proposed a maximum rate, and TNTEC can charge however TNTEC can, up to decrease in rate. Listen to this.
Before the rate increase, TNTEC actually said to the public that their annual revenue was something like $3.2 billion. And in the first year, we proposed that they would get something like $4.8 billion. So that is a 50% increase from where they are now. And one of the conditions in our final determination is that they are required to maintain to current levels their NGC debt. So we are aware that there is a backlog there, but from where we are today, November the 1st, they can remain current, and then they can take steps to clear the backlog. The RIC's work is to ensure that they don't charge customers more, but they can charge lower than the rates we have disclosed here today.
So Trinidad and Tobago. Remember when we had the Venezuelan woman who went up for a pageant to represent Trinidad and Tobago? Everybody, social media, radio, TV, press, everyone in Trinidad and Tobago kicked up a storm how we could have a Venezuelan woman representing Trinidad in a pageant. How can we have a sexy Venezuelan woman representing Trinidad? We kicked up a storm. The radio stations couldn't talk about it. Press couldn't print it. Television, let me tell you something, every station, everybody was talking about it. Now you're going to face with an increase in your electricity bill when you have a budgeted amount of salary every 30 days. Nobody's kicking up on this. Absolutely nobody. I used to pay $4,500 a month. No, every 2 months I used to pay $4,500 electricity bill. My electricity bill jumped from $4,500 to $7,200, sometimes $7,300, sometimes $7,400. Now, now that I am a commercial customer, I am going to face with an increase now from 37 to 51% on that 7,200, let's say. From 4,500, you know, to 7,200, 300. Now I'm going to be faced with an increase now on top of that, with an increase up to 51%. 51%. Imagine that. So 7,100 now, and I have to pay a 50% increase on that. My bill is going to be 10,000 something. Imagine that. 10,000 something. And nobody in Trinidad and Tobago ain't kicking up a storm. You know what I'm going to tell earlier? Just now I'm going to be buying candles. And I will be dropping it for all you. You know why? Great is the administration that governs Trinidad and Tobago that is refusing. I don't want to talk loud tonight because I want to have a show tomorrow night. But you know the topic's so hot now. Because the administration that is governing Trinidad and Tobago right now, the finance minister, is refusing to pay the millions of dollars that their government office is owing T&Tech. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago now have to foot that bill. Or let's say something. Great is which party again? I'm not hearing earlier. Great is the party that is going to cause all the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to dig deeper in your pocket. And when you get a liable for $500 a month, and you're faced with 51% increase, that $500 going to double on you, and you're going to be paying $700 a month. Oh, my mistake, $750 a month. What are you going to say now? Every month now, your electricity bill goes up by $250. Keep in mind, you ain't going to any grocery yet. When you go to the grocery now, and you find out now that the chicken you was purchasing for $10 went up to $15, that is $5 more. Plus at the end of 30 days, you're paying $250 more. Plus that $5 more on chicken. And then that $5 or $10 more on ice cream. And then you're going to want to buy another piece of meat. What's going to happen? And when you go by the gas station now, you're going to hear the gas attendant saying, well, you know what's going on? Increase in current. We go do. Fuel price gonna go up just now, you know. Take what selling all you. Call a good night.
Good night, Saeed, and to all the listeners. This is the imitation vaccine figure.
Talk to me, my friend.
You see the electricity bill? That is the revision and the reviving of the death penalty.
Correct.
That is what this government doing to us. And they say no more tax, So you're paying through your pocket for electricity, and you get property tax.
Correct.
Think about what noose that the short man and the real vaccine brigand put in around the neck. But the more important thing is, I was hoping that I would have seen on the front page today the Chief Justice hands in his resignation.
Correct. For the Marcia Caesar case.
Marcia Caesar issue.
Yes.
Apparently, Trinidad and Tobago taking that seriously. 3 High Court judges say the man have question to answer about that.
Correct.
And people, I'm sure they're not following it. You know, in the earlier part of the case, they had to go to the Privy Council to compel the DLC through the Chief Justice to go into the box to answer questions, you know. He forced the lady to resign, and he don't want to answer for it. So what happened to the noble profession? And guess who, in that first set of legal issue, who was the counsel representing him, was a senior junior counsel, you know. But when they gave him Attorney General gone. So that is why I am saying this Chief Justice have to answer questions. You remember it had an independent PNM senator was talking with judges. Did our Chief Justice tell us where and what he did, what investigation to find out who those judges are? So that tells you how his administrative skills is to choose judges. I'm not saying Caesar not at fault or she at fault. I'm not saying, but the fact he, as the Chief Justice, don't want to go into the witness box tells me he has something in the back hidden. I'm going to have a nice night.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, it's that time now where we highlight our friends of Real Talk who is owing us. So before we go to that, viewers, listen, Calendar noted that the full document on the rate determination will be available to the public by November 1st. And in the coming years, TNTech will have to give the public 21 days notice. Well, listen to this.
The formal document on the final determination will be published on November the 1st, and on that date we will also publish the stakeholder comments we received and our responses to those comments. So, after today, the next steps will be that we will meet with TNTech to discuss again the implementation of the final determination. And while we were doing the consultations, I had indicated that we would meet with TNTech to hear their concerns. We have done that, and we will meet with them again, though, now that we are at the final.
So, Trinidad and Tobago, we're going for a short commercial break, but before we go for that break, I want to show you something. The X-Trail. Remember I was telling you all about how Raquel Sozano is owing me money, and when I light my light, Raquel can't run again. Remember I was telling all of that? You know what we have for all of here tonight? Now this is the X-Trail. No, previous, yeah. This is Raquel Sozana X-Trail that she used this vehicle to use as collateral by me to borrow money. And Raquel failed to pay her installment. When we called her and tell her to drop her vehicle, she refused to drop it and decided to run. So Raquel failed because she in the army side can't do nothing. Because she working in defense, Saieed can't do nothing. And Saieed can't come and see she vehicle and she running and she ducking and she hiding. And remember, I told you all that I got information about Raquel Leslie by her mom on Sundays. I told you all, I said, let me tell you something. One of these days I go light a light and the bailiff go and pick up Raquel X Trail. You know why I fall here? Director, show them. You know what is that? That is Raquel X Trail, which my bailiff went and picked up last Sunday. Look the X Trail there now. Look the X Trail. I told all you that. I told you all that. I said, Raquel, run. I given you a rope, run. But when I light my light, Raquel, it's a hand no running again. That compound you see there now is the vehicle on my compound. So what Raquel go do now? All the running done. I told you all that. I said when I ready for it, we go get it. You see the X Trail? We have the X Trail. The X Trail is in our compound. Say something now, nah? When I tell you run, run. When I tell you stand up, stand up. I told you when I'm ready to go and pick up that X Trail, I will go and pick it up. I light my light. You know me and Navin with his light, we light for success. We don't care what nobody say, you know. Because everybody lighting light, we lighting light too. So Sazano, so hear this now. Raquel Sazano now called my office now. I wasn't in Trinidad, I was out of Trinidad, I was in Guyana. Let me tell you, since last week Sunday, that actually in our compound, you know, since last week, you know. I only came back from Guyana, I went Monday night in Guyana, I came back Saturday morning. And since last week, that actually in our compound. So Susano called my office now and saying, oh, she won back the X Trail now, how much we owing? Imagine that, eh? For 2 months straight, I put up Raquel Petier, telling the public that anybody see this X Trail anyway, $10,000 is being rewarded for it. When the X Trail end up in our compound, last week I was out at Trinidad, I was in Guyana doing business through my company. Raquel called the office now to ask how much money she owing we. She won the X Trail. So tonight now, I, Saieed, I am proud to say tonight. I want to see how foolish a man this be sometime. Last week when I offered the 10,000 for the last month or so, I was being very generous. So now I'm going to be foolish. Listen to this. That X Trail is not for sale and it's not for rent. What does that tell you? Let it park up right where it is and let it rotten down right there. Raquel wanted to play foolish. And all of a sudden, when we got the X Trail, she wanted to play smart and pay a bill. So on national television, I'm telling Raquel, the vehicle not for sale and it not for rent. That X Trail not on my head. This is how foolish I am. I could sell back the X Trail for 50,000, you know. But you know what? The X Trail not on my head. I ain't care to sell it. I ain't care to rent it. That is stupid part of Saieed now. That's to show you how I am. That is to show you, Raquel, how I am. That is to show Trinidad and Tobago how I am. I don't make money a problem. You know why? If I owe somebody, I pay them their money. I don't run and duck and hide. Now I could tell all you. It's not for sale. Let it rotten down where it is. So Raquel, hard luck. The money that you have now, go buy a next vehicle with it. And I hope you crash in that vehicle as you buy it. I don't know. I tell you when I light my light, I go pick up the vehicle. Before I left to go, guy, and I light my light and we pick up the vehicle. Don't play with me. Don't play with Saeed. I am a man of my word. If I tell you I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you. So now, Narissa. Where's Narissa? Narissa, you still in Page? Narissa, you see the car? And the money that you're refusing to come and pay me? I'm going to tell you something. You see just how Raquel run and hide with your vehicle? And I told her on national television, Raquel, the day I light a light for you, I pick up a vehicle by your mother's house. So said, so done. I pick it up by the house. No. No, Narissa. Me was you, Narissa. I hide from tomorrow morning. Me I making no threats, you know. Me I making no threats to nobody. As a man, don't make threats. As a man will tell you, when I light my light, I just get what I want done. So Narissa, and I'm telling you on national television, your friends could tell you, hide because I'm coming by you to get my vehicle or my money. I'm coming by you. If I tell you, Narissa, I am coming by you, bet your last 10 cents you have on you, Saeed coming. And I'm telling you that on national television. Raquel have to say she very lucky, right, that she wasn't cleaning her firearm and it went off on her, hitting her some part of her body. But I just do things different. So Narissa, you want to run, honey? Now is the time. Because you see that vehicle is seen on TV, I come and for it. And you are going to tell me, Narissa, you, Narissa, are going to tell me exactly where that vehicle is. You are going to tell me exactly where the vehicle is. I'm laughing now. But you might get up with your arm twist. And I ain't afraid to say it on national television. You want to play a smart man? I will show you how stupid I is. How stupid I is, I will show you. You see Raquel call and ask now how much she have for we, how much money she owing. She won back her vehicle. But her vehicle is not for sale and it's not for rent. Let it rotten down there. That will show you now the stupid part aside. Right? So Narissa, I'm coming by you. And when I come by you, honey girl, you are going to tell me exactly where that vehicle is. And when you tell me where that vehicle is and it's not there, it's your hand going to be like this. Not Saeed. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back from that break, we're going to hear Rowley ask Canada for help with crime after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So viewers, welcome back to Real Talk. So I want to send a message now to, I get serious now, eh? So I get serious with Raquel. You say I get serious with Raquel and I do what I do? Not a problem, I get my result. So viewers of Real Talk, who knows the senator on the PNM side, her name is Renuka Sagram Singh. Somebody in Trinidad might be watching the program that is affiliated with Renuka Sagram Singh, who is a senator in the House of Representatives. Now, Renuka is using my company name, Real Talk. Now, Real Talk is a registered name. It's a registered company name. And to be using a company name without permission, there's consequences. You might end up having to face the courts. So this, what you're seeing on screen, Brandon. What you are seeing on screen, it's Real Talk Construction Limited. That's my company, right? And you are also seeing Real Talk Equipment Rental Limited. Since 2022, our company registered. There are other registrations for Real Talk Group, Real Talk Security, we have financing, all under Real Talk Group, right? So I want somebody to send a message to Senator Renuka Sagram Singh. She is using Real Talk. She is using a company name without permission from Saieed. You understand? And she is using my company name for her political benefits, for trying to profit out of using the name Real Talk. You understand? I want somebody to tell the senator that she could get a letter to go to court for using Real Talk without Saieed's permission. Because for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been telling Renuka, I don't care how big she mouth is, I don't care how big she eyes roll. I don't care how she looking. Right? Stop using my company name, Real Talk, for your own political benefits. Because in one of your meetings you're having, I, Saieed, will walk in with my registration. And in front of your team, I will insult you, Renuka. I will embarrass you, Renuka. Why it is that you are using Real Talk name for your own political scores. Why? Why? And from there, Renuka, darling, you and your business life gonna start dropping. Because you see, just how I light a light for Raquel and I pick up my vehicle, I will not hesitate. You're a senator, you're a bright woman, you're a speaker for PNM, come up with your own goddamn name. Because after I embarrass you in front of your team with my 2 registration, and who gave you permission, you will get a letter from my lawyer to go to court. And I go settle right. I go settle right. Now in Trinidad, you cannot use a company name because the company pays tax. I want you to understand that. The company pays tax for their registration. I pay tax for Realtor Construction. I pay tax for Realtor Group of Companies. That name belongs to Saieed. And anybody using that name for a banner or a poster or whatever it is, I could summon you and ask you, why the hell are you using my company name for your benefit? And if you refuse, I'll carry you to court for damages. So I want to let somebody who's affiliated with the senator, Renuka Sagram Singh, let her know she is using a company name without company permission. And that is where you will face the court. Because a numerous time I would have said it on television. Numerous time. And because she with the PNM, she feels she's some big daddy ho. That nobody can do she nothing. You understand? But let me tell you something. I don't give a rat's tail of who you are. Stop using my company name for your political gains, and I okay. Because Real Talk is not affiliated with no politicians. Real Talk is not affiliated with nobody that funds our program. And I want to tell the senator that. You see how I light my light for Raquel? I give her time. I put up a picture. I gave her time. You want to play running and ducking? We deal with that. The vehicle is in my possession now. Now is the senator a good time. I am telling you, I am not going to make joke now. About 2 or 3 weeks now, I've been saying to the senator, stop using my name. Stop using my company name. You're using it without permission. Now I will show you, Renuka, what Saieed could do. I will show you what I could do. Because you're using Real Talk for your political mileage, and I'm not of that. I'm not of that. You don't fund Real Talk. As a matter of fact, me don't want you stinking money. I don't want it. 5 years I've been on the network without anybody sponsoring it. So Renuka, this is the last time I am saying this on national television. Stop using my company name. Otherwise, I will end up in one of your meetings and embarrass you in front of your friends, your colleagues, and who knows, maybe family. Because as a senator, let me tell you something. Everybody know about Real Talk with Saieed, you know. Everybody know about Real Talk, you know. When they hear about Real Talk, they hear about Saieed. They might know nothing about no Renuka. They might know nothing about no Sagram Singh. They might know nothing about she's no senator. How the hell you could be using Real Talk for your political gains, honey? If the Prime Minister wants to get a name for you, not a problem. If you want your tongue to continue moving in your mouth, let me tell you something, Renuka. Don't let me light my light. Take what I'm telling you. It's not a threat, you know. Because what's been having? Anybody could light a light, eh? Anybody could light a light. But seeing that I do spiritual work, I will light a light for a reason. For a reason. Right here I stood and I said, Raquel, when I light my light for you, I will pick up the vehicle by your mother. I said that right here on my set. So said, so done. So Senator Renuka Sagram Singh, we can come in here having a meeting. I will show up in your meeting with my company documents and ask you in front of everybody who gave you authorization to use this name. I don't care if you're a senator. I don't care if you're a minister. I don't care if you're a nun. Stop using Real Talk name for political gains. And tonight is the last night I will be saying it. So as my show continue, Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali has asked Canada to help CARICOM and Trinidad and Tobago combat crime with a focus on eradicating the illegal firearms and ammunition trade and bolstering security across the region. This request was made during the opening of the 3-day Canada CARICOM Summit in Canada, as the PM recounted the horrors associated with illegal firearm and bloodshed to several leaders, including Canada Prime Minister Justin. Listen to what Rowley had to say.
In recent times, we have seen an explosion in the use of illegal arms and ammunition on a daily basis. In fact, the data now shows that we're losing by violent killings about 15 people a day in the CARICOM region, nearly all of it from the use of firearms. And there's a proliferation in recent times of assault weapons. So the instance of shootings usually end up with multiple casualties, many deaths.
Now viewers, Dr. Rowley referenced two recent major firearm haul in the Santa Cruz area and noted that persons are arming themselves to carry out their criminal business largely in drug trade and human trafficking trade. Listen to the Prime Minister.
The situation has in fact been worsening. I don't know that I've seen it getting better anywhere. And now, because of the operationalization of gangs and the relative, I would say, ease with which the arms and ammunition coming into the region, gangs have been arming themselves more and more efficiently and effectively. They become better killing machines, to the point now where they pose a threat to the state itself. Only last week in Trinidad and Tobago, by diligent police work, we discovered a cache of 35 50 caliber weapons in a village. When we thought that was the end of it, yesterday, early this morning, they discovered another dozen. And, so people are arming themselves to carry out their criminal business, largely the drug trade and, of course, the human trafficking trade.
Now, viewers, he added, the Prime Minister, we're not just talking about handouts, but about acquisitions of equipment to help us patrol our littoral zones. That's how we say it. Our littoral zones, while noting that Canada's management of policing is something quite significant. Listen to the PM.
We need to be better able to patrol our coastal areas with small craft. And we can't get a proper supply of small craft to put into use immediately. I'm amazed how difficult it is to get small craft for littoral zone patrolling. But Canada has a long coastline, you have good business, and it may very well be that in conversation with your people, we might be able to find some assistance in that. And we're not talking here about handouts, we're talking about actually getting the equipment to be able to help us to patrol the littoral zones. And then the other thing is the effectiveness of the police. One of the things that we have to admit is that the criminal element engaged in this violence using the arms and ammunition, they have grown their ability faster than the police have been able to cope with it. And therefore will lead improved police training and more effective policing. And this is an area where we believe that Canada can help us with, because your management of policing is something quite significant. The situation has in fact been worsening.
Tobago, it's 15 minutes to 8. We are going for a short commercial break, but before that, I just want to let you know that we have the X-trail that Susano was hiding from us. The X-trail is back up on my compound. We just didn't have the plate on it. But we have the X-trail. Now, if I didn't have the X-trail, I would not come here and say, well, you know what? We have the X-trail. But I come here to tell you, we have the X-trail. We have a picture of Susano. Right, look at it. So this is Raquel Susano, who have been ducking and running and hiding. Running and ducking and hiding. And she knows her picture was on television. She knows that. We have the vehicle. So she called the office to find out how much money she owing. It's your bride days. They know they're owing, you know. As soon as we pick up your vehicle, you call to find out how much we owing. Raquel, let me tell you something. There's nothing you could offer me for that X-trail. Absolutely nothing. So you have a bad name for owing Saieed. Nobody's not going to lend you any money again. And on top of that now, you cannot get back your X-trail. I'm telling you that on national television. So don't call my office anymore and ask how much for the X-trail. Because you would have heard Saieed is a licensed moneylender on national television. You would have heard that. Right? And you came down with all the credentials, whatever it is that is required. You got your loan and you disappeared into thin air. But there is no air that is too thin for Saieed to maneuver. That is why God gave me the ability that when I light a special light, or a special candle, I should say, I get what I want. I stood right here about a week and something back, 2 weeks, and said, Raquel, I am going to light a light, and I am going to pick up your vehicle. So said, so done. Now, for shame's sake, now Raquel wants to purchase back the vehicle. So it would look like Saieed didn't pick up the vehicle. I never you know that shot. You come, you take my money, you're gone. Me say nothing. Me say nothing. Me a brand bruise up. I pour reward on TV. I pour up your picture. You tell yourself I couldn't get your vehicle. But that picture you seen on television, director, that picture you seen on television is my compound, Raquel. I have the vehicle. And it's not for sale, it's not for rent. So let your friends and them know now, Raquel, Saieed have the vehicle. I wonder how your mother and feeling, Raquel. I wonder how your husband feeling now, Raquel. Now that Saieed showing the vehicle on television, I wonder what your friends saying about you now. You put yourself on this position. And don't feel, Raquel, don't feel you go come and threaten Saieed, you know. Don't feel you go use your army position to come and threaten Saieed, you know. Because to help my God, this time if I light a light, it will be your threat against my reality. Take what I'm telling you. So having said that now, I'm going to Narissa now. Narissa, I am going to pick you up with my bailiff and with police presence. And you, my darling, are going to tell me exactly where my car is. It's only smiling in that picture. Days for smiling done. I want you to understand that. Come back to me. Days for smiling done. After 2 months, I said on television, I am going to light a light and I'm going to pick up Raquel Vico. Narissa, I am coming. I ain't saying what day I'm coming, but I'm coming. You know, cat to sleep with as I hear water drop the Spritey. I hope you can sleep like that. Because I'm coming, Narissa, for what belongs to me. And you're going to tell me where I can go to find it. The days for smiling done. I go smile now. You see that vehicle? I'm coming for that vehicle. And to help my God, just how I get Raquel one, Narissa, I go get that vehicle. Get yourself in our gear. And that is what I'm telling you. Get yourself in our gear. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to hear the PM speaks on high caliber of guns and ammo in Trinidad after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. And we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Hear this now. If there is any businessman in Trinidad that wants to do business in Guyana but don't know how to go around getting registration, getting the IR number, getting land, you want to go there and do business, not a problem. Contact me and we can do business. Contact me and we can do business. Because I have land that I purchased in Guyana. I have a registered company in Guyana. It's Real Talk Equipment will be doing business in Guyana. I am also opening a financial institution Real Talk Finance and Investment in Guyana also. So we're expanding to Guyana. We expanded to Guyana where the oil is booming. You know, Colin members always say, Madam Speaker, there is a boom in the economy. Right now, we ain't had no boom. The boom is taking place in Guyana. And Real Talk is doing business in Guyana. We opened a finance company in Guyana. Just now, we all of the Caribbean, you know. Trust what I'm telling all you. So, seeing that you are getting an increase in electricity bill, followed by followed by WASA, and then followed with every other thing that will go up in Trinidad. But the thing is, you have money put down in financial institution that you are not getting an interest on. Now, at Real Talk, we are offering you 4% on fixed deposits, where you will get 4% per year. But you have to be on a 5-year contract. You have to be on a 5-year contract. 4% per year on 100,000, it's 4,000. That 4,000 could help you pay your water rate, the electricity bill, and cost of living. Because phone is going to go up, internet is going to go up, groceries is going to go up. When groceries go up, that is it. Automatically everything goes up. Transportation will go up. It's a rippling effect you're going to get. When gas goes up, everything goes up with it. So when electricity bill goes up, everything goes up with it. And it's a rippling effect. But at the end of the day, you will need more money. And where are you going to get more money? Right here at Real Talk. Right here at Real Talk, where your interest is 4% per year. Imagine that, eh? 4% per year. So viewers, I want you to grab the opportunity of investing with us. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender, you know. I'm also an accountant. I can show you how to make money. I just advise people on how to make money. I have successful business, not only in Trinidad, but up the Caribbean. I do business with other people, other companies. So viewers, it is that time now where I have to say good night to you. But there's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember, we are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. So until we meet again, good night.